Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Parshvika, the channel where we talk a lot about designing, everything about designing tutorials. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to make your own custom brush in the Photoshop using the Photoshop tools. I'm gonna show you it's very simple and very easy that you can create your own custom Photoshop brush and that you can use it for creating your own designs or for selling as a Photoshop brushes on the Etsy or any other marketplace, whatever it is. So without further ado, let's get straight without before go back. Consider clicking like button, guys. I do appreciate that. If you want more such video future, consider subscribing, hit the bell icon. Whenever I'm gonna upload new videos, you're gonna get notified about it. Also, if you're a creative person looking forward to make money online, then I have another channel where I talk a lot about making money online as a creative person, as an artist. The link is in description box below. You could very well visit our website www.globocreative.com for cool freebies, cool graphics, cool textures and patterns. The link is in also description box below. This is just one of the way to make Photoshop brushes or custom Photoshop brushes. Obviously, there are so many ways in which you can be more creative, add more layers and add more stuffs for creating your own Photoshop brush. I'll just gonna show you one of the method and anyone can do it. Without further ado, let's get started with today's tutorial. Okay guys, currently we are in the Photoshop. You can clearly see that. So I'm going to show you how to make your own Photoshop custom brush in the Photoshop. So what you have to do, I'm going to go over to the file, click over to the new option, and we will going to take a new canvas. So you can choose whatever file size or size of the canvas that you want to choose. I'm going to keep the thing simple. I'm going to keep it as 1000 by 1000 pixels, white background, RGB color mode, 72 pixels, and we're going to simply click OK. And boom, we are with the new white canvas. So what you have to do next, I'm gonna go over to the option, the place, and we're going to bring in some graphic elements, or you need to have some graphic elements for some text or some graphic that you can very well use to actually make it into the Photoshop brush. So I'm gonna bring this particular graphic that I created by myself using the digital tools. I created this particular graphic. It's a PNG file, or you could call it as a design element. You have to bring some element in the Photoshop by which you can create your own brushes. So I'm gonna be picking up this particular graphic file which I created. I'm gonna place them over here. Simply click box. Once you have done that, now I'm gonna convert this particular graphic file into the Photoshop brushes for this particular shape and size of my Photoshop brush. I'm gonna click over to the edit option and we're going to go edit brush preset. Now I'm going to be naming this particular brush, this particular graphic for which I'm going to create a brush. So I've actually named that, so you can now actually test your brush. So what you have to do, pick up a new canvas. So I click over to the file, click over to the new option, and then choose 1000 by 1000 pixels, whatever file size you want. RGB color mode, keep the background color as white. Okay, boom, we are with the new one. Now I'm going to go over to the brush option and click over to the brush tool, and then go over to the option drop down menu where you're gonna see a lot of the brushes are there. You could see your own brush over here which you have actually defined in the Photoshop. So you're gonna see your own brush over here. Now these are some Photoshop brushes that I created for myself. Right now we created this particular brush from that particular graphic. So it's very simple that you can create your own brush using your own graphic. If you have created any digital files, or if you have created any artwork, you can convert them into the brushes, and you can see I have created this particular graphic element which I created more for myself into the Photoshop brush. It's very simple. I've already shown you the method, and now I can create a beautiful designs or anything out of it which I want to create in the Photoshop. So it's very simple to create your own custom brushes in the Photoshop. You just need to have some graphic file or some element or some PNG files for which you're gonna convert into the brushes. That's what you need for that particular purpose. So we have created our first brush. You can increase and decrease the size. You can see the hardness. You can do a lot of the stuffs with your own custom brush which you have created for yourself in the Photoshop. This one we have created, and now you could see I'm decreasing the size, and how you can see how I'm actually using my own Photoshop brush. You can right click over to this option to actually remove brush or delete brush, which you can do from that menu. If you don't want your brush, you can also click over to the toggle button over here, the setting button, which actually allowing you to save your brush. If you want to save your brush and you want to import that particular file, and you can sell it on the Etsy. So I'm going to click over to the option, the save brush. Then you can very well name your brush over here depending on whatever brush. Then you're going to get a brush file over here. That is a .arr file for the brush file, and here you are seeing your file, and then you just have to simply click OK, save, and your brush will going to be saved on your desktop. And then you can very well use this Photoshop brush file, and you can very well sell it on the Etsy for someone to use your own custom brushes. The file or the art that I made from this particular brush, I've actually saved them as a JPEG file format. I'm going to take another new white canvas over here, and I'm going to repeat the process so that it would be more clear for you to how to make the various different brushes in the Photoshop. So take a new file, new canvas, then go over to the place menu, simply bring or import the file which you have created. It needs to be in the graphic files, PNG, JPEG, whatever file you want to bring. Just simply bring that file into your Photoshop. So I'm going to bring this particular file over here, and then you can very well see the file over here. Once you've seen, you can increase and decrease the size, and then you simply need to go over to the edit option, click over to the edit brush preset or brush preset, define brush preset, and then name your brush. And then you can very well see your brushes in your brushes tool in the drop down menu where the different brushes are there. And then you just simply need to go over to the file, click over to the new option, and test your brush to see how your brush is looking. So this is the brush we created. So I'm actually testing on the new white canvas to see how my new brush is looking. So these are the two brushes that I'm showing over here, how you can actually convert a small simple graphic into the Photoshop custom brushes. And then you could very well save the file that you've created using the Photoshop brushes if you want to. Or you can do a save as, or save, whatever you can do, a lot of the options that you could do over here. But it's very simple to create your own Photoshop brushes, and you could very well use it. Likewise, I'm creating a third Photoshop custom brush and importing the file over here, the graphic file for my third Photoshop custom brush. So I'm gonna very well quickly import that file. So here is that file. I'm gonna import it. So here it is. I'm just gonna click over to this tick mark. Then I'm gonna go over to the edit, define brush pattern option. We're gonna name my brush over here, whatever name you wanna give. Simply click save, okay. Then choose a new white canvas to actually test your brush, and then go over to the brush option and choose in the drop down menu your own brush and choose the size, the color, and then very well enjoy your brush and make a beautiful designs or beautiful work from your own defined brush. So these are the three brushes that I've shown you how you can actually create your own custom Photoshop brushes in the Photoshop. Very simple. You just need a graphic file for which you want to create a Photoshop brush, and you can do it. So this is a very simple, and this is the last one I'm showing you and how I'm actually making a piece of artwork from this particular custom Photoshop brush. And then you could simply save the file if you want to use it for the future reference, or if you want to use this particular design for your print on demand purpose, you could simply save them. Will you find this tutorial useful? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you have any video requests, it's really welcome. Thank you so much for doing it today's tutorial. I'll gonna see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye guys.